Okay, Aries. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Make sure that's there. All right, let's see what's going on. Spirit, what say you for my Aries? All right. Spirit, I want to go into the third week of May, going into the 4th. Let's see. Last portion of May, Spirit, for Aries. What in God's name is this? Somebody is like texting that something is over. This ending in betrayal is coming out looking immature. I don't know who's doing it. I don't know if it's you or them, but there was an ending in a betrayal and it came through like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. Or it came through like in a very immature type of way. Some of you, this ending in betrayal could be with somebody that's far younger than you. I don't think it's as bad as it seems. I don't, because I think it's just the energies in the sky this week, which makes people feel like it's basically because Neptune is conjuncting Venus, and it's making you feel like something here is just kind of, you're paranoid, you're suspicious. It's and if it's not you, it could be the other person. So it's causing this rift because the other card at the bottom of the deck is showing me everything is fine. So it's not as bad as you think it is. However, I will say this: it does kind of stop you from talking to each other. But then eventually, Aries, the thing I'm trying to feel here is that you find out information. You find out something. You hear something, and you're like, "Wait, what?" Goodbye. It's one of those type of energies I'm feeling. We'll see more when I clarify. What's coming in towards my Aries, please? Yeah, the High Priestess, the Emperor, you. Wow, look at these major arcanas. The Emperor, the High Priestess, and the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Oh, just, I don't know. Once you pass the 25th of May, it just feels like, Aries, the road clears. Your path is clean. It feels like you know what you're doing. The High Priestess, a couple things here. On a spiritual level, you guys are finally bossing up using your instincts. And this is what we need you to do right now. All Aries, use your instincts, boss up, because you are meant to start creating something or doing something here that is inventive. Others of you, it can be you're just taking on a position where you are leading the charge or you're bossing up, but using your instincts is key to this. And it's going to make you very, very happy. Others of you, if this is in regards to love, I think you're just finally bossing up to a situation. You're taking charge and you're like, that's enough. I'm not talking anymore to this person. They already know what the issue is. They know what the problem is. They either fix it or they don't, and we move on. So there's nothing left to say. But things become so clear for you, Aries. And that's what the Sun is kind of making me feel. Usually the card means that you're very happy. At least happiness is coming in. But for me, it almost feels like it's something to do with clarity, having an answer, finally feeling good that you know what you need to do. I'm getting that kind of vibe because you decide to move on in your life. You move forward. All right. What's the surprise of the week here for Aries, please? This reading is very interesting to me. I mean, I have a lot of Aries in my chart myself, and none of it is resonating for me personally. But I find this to be interesting because I feel like it's a different Aries from last week. I don't know if we're changing the type of Aries group here or what, but let's continue because I have 7 of Cups in reverse, which tells me there's a lot of confusion. Remember when I was telling you, Neptune is the dreamy planet. It's the illusionary planet. It's the fantasized planet. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it means delusion too. Not knowing what your options are and who to invest in, real confusion. Now, of course, this doesn't have to be you because you're not the only sign that affects. It affects all the cardinal signs. This could be your other person as well. Because I do have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. But the funny thing is, I have you here as a match set. There's somebody here where you guys are both very stable for each other. You just got to keep it focused and wait for your ships to come in to make this work, to make it move forward, Aries. But something here with the Seven of Cups is telling me there's real confusion as to who, what, or where to invest in. A lot of you, yes, it can be your career. You're like, should I do the traditional thing, like get a job, an office, a 9 to 5? Or do I go there and out there and start my own business and my own company? I highly recommend a lot of you do both, if you can. And you will see. All right? Because I see you trying to use your intuition, trying to create your own businesses. Others of you, if this is in regards to love, this is telling me that you're really confused as to who to invest in because your past is making your future look muddled. But these are energies that are temporary. I really believe they're going to go away by the end of May. What's the advice here for Aries, please? Judgment. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. This talks about getting a new job, and perhaps this is something where you will no longer be alone, like you won't be independent. But you need to make a decision. Okay. You need to make a judgment call here with Judgment. Moreover, when I see aces in the advice position, I find them to be big blessings from the universe and as big guiding paths for what we're meant to do, even if we don't stay with that opportunity. But that's exactly what it is. It's a solid new start. It's a new job or a new relationship. Take it to the bank and cash it. This hand is of God. It's being handed to you on a silver platter. But what you make of it is what you will. I would do it. I would hustle it. Because if this isn't your be-all and end-all, it will open a gate to where you need to go. All right? And it's also kind of like, you know when you go into a hospital and somebody's sick, but they don't know what the problem is, so they start checking off what it isn't. Okay, well, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's the same thing when we do this in our careers. Well, it's not that. It's not that. Oh, I think I like this. I think this is it. It's the same also in relationships. Well, I know I don't want this in my life, and I know I don't want that in my life. This looks good. So something about this is solid gold. It will lead you to where you need to be and where you will be ultimately stable and happy. Now, let's see what the outcome of the week is. Again, we're going to clarify all of this in a minute, and we'll see. See, there's something that's in cross, the Five of Pentacles. This is like being left out in the cold, feeling a financial crush or pressure. And a lot of this is probably what's causing your confusion. Okay, the Seven of Cups in reverse. But I see you emotionally mature and available for a relationship or dealing and handling the situation that you're in right now, even if this is work related. Because it looks like someone's rushing in to talk to you or say something. And it's making you feel like, well, I feel as if I could be left out in the cold or I will lose my job and money. I kind of don't know what to do. That's why you should be leading the charge with your heart. Okay? It's time to close your past. Pretend like you have a whole new future in front of you and you get to start from scratch. Let's do Aries Spirit over here with this deck. Tell me what Ten of Swords is and the Page of Cups. This is a very interesting week you have, Aries. It feels like something is shifting right here, right now. This third week of May. Right after the 20th to the 25th. Page of Cups, Ten of Swords. This is a lover, and we know lovers is a choice. Season or a reason? A lesson or are they your blessing? Despite your odds, do you choose each other? There was an ending. And it ended kind of weird, very like immature-ish. Somebody here is a lot younger too. But I have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which tells me this could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Does not have to be. Maybe they have a lot of water in the chart. What it actually tells me is that this person's emotionally mature and they're also available. Okay, because this looks like a beautiful set for me. I also feel, Aries, that you guys are slowly shifting in the way that you now see love. All right. I think your perception is changing from like something that's passionate and fleeting to something that is more stabilizing and loving, if this kind of makes sense for you guys. And that's why I was telling you earlier, I don't think it's as bad as you think it is. I think it's just like some temporary energy, because behind this, I also see a reconciliation card. And then you're at the end of a chapter, meaning like, okay, enough of this. We've decided who we are, what we want. Let's move forward. That's the vibe I'm getting off of this. Eventually, leading into your last week of May. But this week, this is what you're dealing with. What is the High Priestess and the Emperor, please? I have Sag energy, Gemini energy, Aries energy, some water, some earth, a little bit of everybody. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, something here got boring and it stagnated. In a relationship, in your career, in your job, it needed to move forward. It needed to evolve. Man, if shit don't evolve quick enough for you, Aries, you out like lightning. Bye. But you give it a chance. You give it some time. That's why you have the High Priestess here. Because the High Priestess says, we've discussed this. I've spoken my truth to you. There's nothing left to say. So we don't need to speak about this. It needs to go somewhere. We can't stay lovers. Either it's up or out. But there's a little bit of confusion. I don't know if you're second guessing this though, Aries, because of what's happening here. Interesting though with the High Priestess, there is some justice that's coming in. Others of you might have like divorce or separation on the table. What's the Seven of Cups in reverse? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, see, this is why there's confusion, possibly delusion here for someone, whether it's you or the other person. Don't yell at me. I'm doing this for your betterment. Let me explain why. Six of Pentacles always for me turns out to be mixed signals. Okay, and when I say breadcrumbs, that means it's like, okay, you text them, you get a response a couple hours later. Are they interested or are they not interested? Were they busy or were they not busy? You make plans. I don't know, we'll see. And then they call you last minute and then you make plans. Oh, are they interested? But I'm not sure. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, the reason people do this is because you're their second choice, or you're the one doing it and they're yours, or you just don't know what you are yet or how you feel about this person because they're new or whatever your reasons are. This is breadcrumbing, which turn into mixed signals. And sometimes we do this stupid shit is because we mirror the other person. And that's why we get confused. Seven of Cups. We're like, but am I just mirroring them? Do they like me? Like all this confusion starts hitting your head, right? And it leads the relationship astray. Because still at the bottom of the deck, I see reconciliation. The King of Cups, regardless if it's a water sign or not, the King of Cups is the opposing energy, and this person can have the tough conversation. You can literally pick up the phone and speak to them and say, here's what I don't like, and they will listen to you. This is what I mean about mature. They're not going to run away. They're going to break it down and discuss it with you. So a lot of the things sometimes is in our head. This just means confusion here for you within your heart. Now, let me see what's going on here with Judgment and Ace of Pentacles. This is very specific, I feel like. Guys, if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. But if it does and resonates, please take it and apply it to the part of your world where it does resonate. Now, let's talk about this other stuff because, oh my God. You have these passionate new beginning or a solid new start that's coming in for you, but I think for you it's unrequited. Nope, not for me. No, thank you. I don't like it. I'm over it. It's boring. No. And the reason sometimes we find something to be unrequited, Aries, is because our space and our heart chakra is shut down. We haven't healed, or somebody else owns it. Okay? But Spirit is sitting here telling you you're staring at your loss versus what's at the door, your new opportunities. And you got two of them. Passionate new project with a job. Others of you, passionate new beginning that turns solid. This doesn't come often. So I see you maybe not interested, or the other person. But if this is you, Aries, give it another look. All right? And once you make a decision on something else from somewhere else, you're able to move forward. This is thus the breadcrumbing. Because you're not sure how you feel about them. I know you want your wish fulfillment. I know you want your desire. That's why you could be resisting or hesitating. And thus there's that confusion. I want you to know it's the energies of the week. Don't be freaking out. I'm telling you, Neptune is fighting with Venus up there, and this is above, is below. After the 25th, you will feel differently. So please don't throw out anything yet, and please don't disregard these new opportunities. Let me see what's going on here with the 5 Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Oh my God, those of you who stuck around this long, I'm really glad, because that was the whole thing. The whole reading was right there just now. Yes, you start thinking of your worth and value. That's why you're crisscrossing between being left out in the cold, or, losing this job or moving on or whatever. You're evaluating yourself and you're wondering if it's up to snuff with you, right? When we start doing that, that's when we start slowly walking away from somebody. But you do have feelings here for someone, and you are in love here with somebody. So what should they do here in this case? Because I see them doing the opposite of the advice. What? Shit, Aries, there's somebody here where you two could be a power couple. Look at this. The Empress to the Emperor. But you don't know. You're torn. Are you having a sneaky deaky here with somebody in the backdrop? I think you're confused. You're flip-flopping a little because you don't know which path to take. I know you want to take one path, but you just don't know which one is the right one for you. Trust me, I don't think you want to be in this position. I do believe in you. But you also don't want to be left out in the cold. So that's why you're trying to make some wise choice here. I see. All right. What's going on? For my Aries, please. What are we going to talk about in the extended? Flirt. And I probably am going to say with whoever this new person is, why don't you flirt? You might discover something. Anyway, we'll see in the extended when we get there. But let me see what the Wisdom House of Night has for you guys. For my Aries, police. And thank you. I meant to drop you. What say you? What is this? Denial. Oh my God, I'm so glad I pulled this card. I almost said to myself, nah, they don't need an advice card this week. I'm glad this one came out because this is going to be important. Not everything is in reach, my child. Sometimes I must create distance between what you want and when and how you are meant to receive it. Remember what I just told you about that. Consider the way for your highest good. You are not meant to achieve what you want right now. Keep the faith. For if you wait and show patience, I will reveal some wonderful things later. This is a gentle warning not to get caught up in your desire to reach your goal too fast or too soon. You might end up choosing sour fruit that only looks ripe and juicy. In this case, I alone know when the time is ripe. Patience, my child. That's why I was feeling something here where I was like, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater yet. Don't deny this just yet, because there's something in the works there for you, Aries. I can feel it. We'll discuss flirt in the extended. Everybody else, I will see you next week. All right.